Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. So now let's move to the further topics. We have lot of topics remaining. We cannot waste our time in things. Resistance. What is resistance? So one thing we have learned, resistance is a constant. Fine. Resistance is a constant. Hmm. The formula for resistance is given as V by I. This one is also clear from this. So this is not enough. This is not enough. The term resistance links us to conductors. This one. Resistance is given as varies as L by A. You won't understand this formula if I don't explain you here. So assume this is a conductor. This is a conductor, metal conductor, anything. Got has a length L, has got a diameter D. Fine. If you increase the length, if you increase the length, if you increase the length, the resistance of a conductor increases. Suppose you are asked to run through a narrow road, but there is a lot of people inside it. The length of the road is assume 1 kilometers. I ask you, go and run this distance. So you started from here. You took 5 minutes. 5 minutes. It's a good road. You took 5 minutes to complete this 1 kilometer span. Fine. What I did, I increased the span to 2 kilometers. I increased the span to 2 kilometers. If I ask you to run the same distance, it will take more time. Na? Similarly, in this case, if I increase the length of the conductor, the resistance of the conductor is going to be more. Suppose what I did, I ask you, I took you in a street. The street is very narrow street, and lot of people are there inside. Lot of people. I ask you to run the same 1 kilometer. How much time would it take? It would take more than this one, 5 minutes. Because this was a broad road, open road. This is a narrow, congested road. It would take around 10 minutes. So see, if I am increasing the cross section, means cross section of the road, you are taking more time. Similarly, if I decrease the diameter, cross sectional area, diameter, which the cross section area is directly proportional to the square diameter. This square varies as a leave it right now. Going to in the formula, if we decrease the diameter, length of the road, the resistance is going to be high. So one thing is for sure, if you are increasing the length, the resistance is getting increased. If you are increasing cross section area, the resistance is getting decreased. So similarly, we are going to have a proportionality constant here. If you are going to make it a formula, R equal to rho L by L. Fine. This rho is resistivity. Unit is ohms per meter. Ohms per meter. See, let me explain. Let me derive the here. What is the unit of length? Meters, right? Ohm meter, sorry. It's ohm meters. What is the unit of cross section area? Meter square. Rho. What is the unit of R? Ohms. So what we did, we flipped the signs. We obtained is like R A by L. So meter square by meter. Only meter will be there. That's ohm meter. Ohm meters. Sorry, I'm sorry about it. It wasn't ohm meter per meter. It's ohm meters. Fine. So what we have seen. What is resistance? Resistance is the unit of, it is a proportionality constant between voltage and current, as well as it has got some formula. From this formula we have obtained R equal to V by I. Next we have seen the internal, due to dimension, the relationship of resistance with respect to dimension of the conductor. It directly proportional to the length of the conductor and inversely proportional to the cross section of the conductor. Fine. Okay. So, we have a basic idea, pretty basic idea. We need to solve some basic numericals if you want to understand these concepts clearly. Given a conductor with a length of 2 meters and cross section area, assume 10 meters square. Very big conductor, pretty big conductor. For sake of numerical, we are taking this kind of values. The resistance is assumed to be 100 ohms. Fine. What is a resistivity rho? We don't know. We need to find the resistivity of this conductor. For finding the resistivity of the conductor, we have a formula R equal to rho L by A. What things we know about this formula? We know resistance R, we know length L, we know cross section area to be 10. So let's put everything in the formula. Rho equal to R A by L. 100 ohms into 10 by 2, 500 ohms meter. This is the thing. The pretty basic formulas, you can find a lot of numericals on your textbook. You just need to practice them. You may not solve, you might not be able to solve in your first attempt, but I'm sure, pretty sure you will be able to solve in your third, fourth attempt. So we are now familiar with the term resistance. We have connected a resistance like this. There is a voltage V, current I, fine, the resistance R. Suddenly, we made it like this. This is R1, R2, R3. Same voltage here. So, how to find the equivalent of these three resistance? How to find equivalent of the three resistance? Fine. It's a very easy problem. Let me explain. 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 is equal to 1 by R. Okay, what is 1 by R? I haven't shown anything. So if we replace this with its equivalent resistance, we are going to find something like this. This one is R, which is equivalent to other two resistances which were there. Fine, this is the formula. One of the most important formulae. Suppose I gave you something like this. To change the connection. R1, R2, R3. How to solve this? First thing, I told you, you cannot solve it like this. You have to merge these three resistance into one. How is it possible? The formula for series connection, this kind of connection is known as series connection, is given as R1 plus R2 plus R3 is equal to R. If we add three resistances, we will be obtaining one resistance. The value of this resistance is R. So one thing we have seen, so we have learnt, we have seen two formulas, one for series connection, one is for parallel connection, series and parallel. Parallel. Okay. First draw the circuit. This one is the example of series connection. Parallel connection. Fine. The current throughout the circuit is constant, but the voltage is not constant. Voltage not constant. See, these are the basic statements. Don't assume it for throughout your life. This is the universal. This is not the universal statement. I'm just telling you this because of sake of learning, so that you can understand the concept very well. If you don't understand this concept, you won't be able to go further. Here, current is not constant. Constant. The voltage across all the resistors are constant, but the current, this resistor, this current are not constant. The total current will get divided into 3 and again will merge into 1, come back. The equivalent resistance is more. Equivalent resistance is more. Equivalent resistance less. Fine? Clear? These are the two important differences. More in the formula R1 plus R2 plus R3. There 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Okay? Clear? Total is more than any one. It is clear if R1 is 1 plus 1 plus 1, 1 ohms, 1 ohm, 1 ohm, this is 3 ohms. Fine. But 1 is, so 1 is less than 3 statement. The total resistance is more than any one of the resistance. But in case of parallel, assume we have got two resistors. Fine. We have got two resistors, that is 1 ohm, 1 ohm. 1 plus 1, 1. Won't be 2. 1 plus 1, what is the 1 plus 1? Right? This is the formula total resistance. R equal to 1 by 2 ohms, that is 0.5 ohms. See, one resistance is 1 ohms, the total resistance is 0.5 ohms. So what is happening? The total resistance is less than single resistance in parallel connection. In case of parallel connection, I repeat. So this is the pretty basic difference between parallel connection and series connection. In series connection, current is less. Current is less. In parallel connection, current is more. Voltage is more. This is not a difference, you cannot write it properly, but this is the basic difference between parallel connection and series connection. Now coming to the next topic, that is combination of cells. This is a cell. Assume this has got a positive, negative 3 volts. Okay. So this is completely similar to the past thing we have learnt about the parallel and the series combination of the resistance. If we connect this cell like this, 3 volt each, 3, 3, 3. Total voltage will be 3 plus 3 plus 3 equal to 9 volts. On the other hand, if we connect the cells it would be 3 volts only. It won't be 9 volts. It would be 3 volts in parallel connection. But the change, does the change occurs? A cell, a rating of the cell is not only depends on the voltage. It does depend on another parameter, that is charge. Every cell you buy in the market has got two parameters. One is voltage. Number one is voltage. Number two is ampere hours or charges. In parallel connection, the total charges increases. What happens? Assume a cell is 3 volts, as I have mentioned earlier, 3 volts and 3 ampere hours. So if we connect them parallelly, the voltage will constant. 3 volts will be constant. Fine. 3 volts will remain constant, but the ampere hour will be 3 Ah plus 3 Ah plus 3 Ah would be 9 ampere hours. In case of series connection, it would be 9 volts, 3 ampere hours. Fine. So this is the basic difference in the combination of the cells. In parallel combination and series combination. Voltage is more, ampere hour is more, or charge ampere hour is less, constant. To be precise, constant. Ampere hour or charge is constant. Voltage is constant. Voltage increases. Voltage increases. That's it. This is the basic difference, pretty basics of the cells. And what is the difference between a battery and a cell? Cell, this is a cell. This is a battery. The series combination or parallel combination, I repeat, the series combination or parallel combination of cells is known as battery. So this is enough for the day. I would like to conclude this lecture like this. Let's give a basic briefing, the summary of this lecture. So what we have learned. First, parallel connection, parallel and series of resistance, cells, proportionality, the factors on which resistance depend on. These are the three topics we have learned today. In series connection, what was happening? R1 plus R2 plus R3. It was the formula. For parallel connection, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 is equal to 1 by R. Okay. In case of cells, the voltage was added V1 plus V2 plus V3. In case of parallel connection, the capacity 1 plus capacity 2 plus capacity 3 was getting added total. So this one is the basic conclusion to this lecture. Thank you for listening. Hope you all the best.